Let's talk parking. Okay, notice right here. This is visitor parking. If you are a teacher or a student, this parking isn't for you because you're not a visitor. Realize that if you are a student and you park in visitor, there's a good chance you're gonna get booted. And that's a $75 ticket if you get booted in visitor parking. Once again, if you're a student, don't park in visitor. It's $75. Okay, so let's go down here and find the student parking. Look at this down here. Right here, this is the east lot. This is your main student parking. You can park in here. Make sure you don't park on red curbs or in handicap. Don't park in handicap if you don't have a handicap sticker showing, because you'll be ticketed by us and or West Jordan City. This right here, driving range. You have to come to the office to get a special permit to park in here. The reason for that is at 3 o'clock, if your car's still here, I'm going to tow you. Don't expect to be here if you leave it after 3 p.m. because we have students that have to learn how to drive. Now look over here, we have brand new parking. Look at this. We have parallel parking. So I hope that you have learned parallel parking in driver's ed, because you can now park on this curb if you have a parking permit. Realize that you need to be nice inside your stalls like all of these cars. They have figured it out. Make sure that you park there as well. Notice this red curb. It needs to be kept clear as the red sections. Don't park in those. You will be ticketed and or towed. Coming up here, back in the back lot, make sure that you are not parking where you shouldn't. Notice we have nice stalls here. These are for faculty only. Do not park in faculty if you're a student, and don't ever be caught parking on the red curb. You're going to be ticketed or towed. Okay? This is all faculty along here, and then we have maintenance parking. Don't be that guy that parks on the red curb. Now right here we have yellow curb parking. This is for after 3 p.m. only. Do not park on that yellow curb before the buses have left. Now in here, this is daycare parking. Don't be the one that parks in here before 4 p.m. at least, or you're going to be towed. This is daycare drop-off only. So make sure that's not you that gets towed. Okay, now notice along here, this is red curb. All along the south side, and we have yellow curb here that you cannot park in before the school buses leave. Now up here in the west lot, this is mostly faculty. Don't park in the faculty section. Notice there's clearly marked, this is faculty and this is student. Student is this row here, both sides, and the row against the curb. If you're a student, don't park in the faculty section. You're gonna get a ticket. Now over here, we have the seminary. Seminary is off limits unless you have a seminary pass, which you must get from the seminary. So don't park in there if you're a student and you do not have a seminary pass. Once again, I want to reiterate, many times we have students that want to park in visitor, but they were only there for a minute. No, it doesn't work. If you park in visitor, you're gonna get booted. It's $75. So don't let that be you. If you're a student, You are not allowed to park in Visitor under any circumstance, even for a minute. I have had many students tell me they were only there for a few minutes and were there for several hours. Don't let that be you. Don't get booted in Visitor. Thank you. And if you have a parking problem, come see Mr. Halliday. Thank you.